Hey guys, it's Rich. I wanted to do yet another update vlog for uh, this weekend. Some things I have going on in the back of my mind, some things that I did this weekend that I wanted to keep you guys informed of, and to express my anger towards Annie. Now, I love Annie, and you don't get me wrong on that one bit. She's a very dear friend, but I'm really angry with you, Annie, because you suggested doing hard-boiled eggs and hummus. You don't realize how much money you're going to cost me in eggs and hummus. I find it absolutely delectable, and I'm going to put it as one of the topics in the Wellness Wednesday series on one that I do with snacks and explain some of the health benefits that go along with hummus and hard-boiled eggs and whatnot, and some things that I'm trying out with the yolk that is taken out of it. So I want to share some of that. Not really angry with you, just wish you would have said it whenever I had a lot more money in the bank. Anywho, getting on, yes, I do have a list of things. One thing that I wanted to, sorry, my leg's itchy. One thing that I wanted to say is that I am so far behind on my plans for the Christo-Pagan series, the Wellness Wednesday series, and the Futhark Fridays. I have gotten behind the 8 ball, and I need to get in front of it, I guess, is the way that phrase goes. I'm not good at planning. Let me rephrase that. I am good at planning, I'm not good at the execution of said plans. But this will teach me to set realistic goals, which, oddly enough, is another topic for the Wellness Wednesday series this month. Matter of fact, this coming Wellness Wednesday. So, be sure to be tuned in for that one. Trying to get ahead of everything and trying to write the blogs and kind of script, but not really script out the talking points that I want to cover on the videos. It's quite the challenge, and I do like a good challenge, so hopefully I will be able to get in front of the 8 ball on this and not behind it. So, anywho, any help that you guys can give on sending energy my way or anything like that would be very much appreciated. I'm going to skip the next one that I have here, and I'm going to save it till the end because it's something that came to my mind whenever I was talking with Claire about the elementals, or the elemental energies. But I want to let you guys know of a little something that is going on Christo-Paganism.com. I started a page on there called Prayer and Praises, and I will link to it right here. And one thing that I want to say about the Prayers and Praises page is it's not limited to Christian, pagan, Christo-Pagan. It's open to everybody. Anybody that just wants somebody out there to kind of lend a little support, whether it be through giving of energy or going to deity and asking for their support or asking for them to intercede on this person's behalf. I think it's something that will hopefully bring some of the Christo-Pagan and the pagan community, and even parts of the Christian community that watch this, I hope it brings those communities together and kind of gets everybody a little bit more of a tight-knit community, which you guys know how I like to have things tight-knit. So, a little thing for you guys to check out, and I will leave a link here if I haven't already said that or done that. So go ahead and check that webpage out. Also, while you're on Christo-Paganism.com, you can go ahead and go to the events calendar. I did update the calendar to reflect the upcoming um, vlogs and blogs that will be taking place in the coming month, in the month of June. I should probably start on July as well, so I don't know. Probably should get in front of the 8 ball on that one. So while you guys are there checking out the prayer and praises page, also while you're there, I want to say that if you guys choose to light a candle, just give of energy, say a prayer in whatever way feels comfortable to you. I might even do a ritual and have it on that person's behalf, depending on what prayers we have coming in. So if you guys feel like that is something that you would like to partake in to fulfill those prayer needs, go ahead and do that. And then whenever you're done, you click the I prayed button, and then that person sees how many people actually prayed for their prayer request. If you are one of those people that are putting out a prayer request, if something happens, whether it's, say that you needed money and you have people praying for you to have money, if you end up having a windfall or winning the lottery or something like that, put that in the prayer. Put that in the praises section. Do a respond or praise report or whatever it's called on there that I have it marked as. Do one of those to let us know that it came true, to let us know that it happened, and to kind of just keep us informed of your situation. I always love hearing people's praises. And on the same note, if you just have a random praise that you just want to put in there, put in a praise. Maybe you lost 10 pounds, looking at somebody in particular here. Maybe you hit that goal weight, or maybe you just had a really good week. Share those as well. I haven't had much interaction on Christo-Paganism.com, and I'd really like to hear what your guys' thoughts, feelings, and praises and prayers are. I think it's a way to get the community more involved with one another. The one thing that I will say about that is that the prayers and the praises, they need to be approved, which I really don't like having to do that. But that's the way the plugin for WordPress is designed, and I wasn't able to find a way to take that away. But I also found it kind of useful because there is a caveat with prayers or requests. Whenever you're making a request, if you're asking for somebody to fall in love with you or asking harm on somebody else, it's not going to get approved. If you're asking to be shielded from harm, that's totally different. So that is the one caveat, and that's the one reason that I like having the approval section. So yeah, a little love-hate relationship with that. And now for the topic that I wanted to cover, that I was discussing with Claire. And if at any point I mention your names and you don't want to be mentioned in a video or something like that, please let me know, like offline or something like that. The way my mind works is that if you leave a comment, your comment's out there. So yeah, it's not really difficult for somebody to find out who asked the question. With that, Claire and I were discussing elementals, and Claire said that she works with, and let me detour for a moment. If at any point I do not use the correct pronoun for you, do let me know. It's something that I'm working on, but my brain is still very military, and it says ma'am or sir. It doesn't designate the they pronoun. So if I get the wrong pronoun for you, saying he or she instead of they, then please let me know. It's just the way my mind works. But anyway, Claire, which I think identifies as a she, said that she works with the Fae and doesn't really have a connection with elemental energies in the conventional sense, I guess you would say. And I told her, I said, well, the Fae are very much elemental, and though I haven't worked with the Fae very much, the way that I understand it is that each type of fairy has its own way with the elements. It has its own connection. And if anything from the Christo-Pagan series, the, staunch, this goes in this direction and that's where it stays, if that doesn't ring true for you, one thing that I suggested to her was that you envision these fairies and they dance around. They are beings, after all. They move and dance about. They swirl the energy. And that energy swirls around. So maybe they start in a certain direction and then start dancing around. So that's one thing that I suggested to Claire, and I wanted to put that out there to get your guys' thoughts on it as well, because it's something that, after thinking about just a little bit whenever the question was asked, or whenever she made that comment, it's something that I started to think about, and I thought about it a little before responding, and the more and more I think about it, I said, damn, that rings true. It really makes sense. But for me, they stay in their own respective quarters. They don't really swirl. It's more that I swirl the energies as they come in. It's not really them swirling on their own. So for me, that's the way that I see it. And I wanted to get your guys' take on it because it's something that really intrigues me, and I wonder if anybody else has had this thought, or if it's something that has worked in their practice. Just a little something on my mind. So I hope this video isn't too long. I'm going to post it up pretty much almost unedited. So being a little more authentic. I don't know why that video pushed a button, but it really did. It's just something that I don't know why, but I had some definite opinions on it, and apparently from the comments some other people did as well. So, and Annie, I'm sorry that I used you as an example for that one, but I don't think you took offense to it, and I loved your comment to it as well. So, anywho, with that all being said, I will be having some giveaways coming up soon because I haven't done tarot giveaways in a while, and I need to kind of get caught up on those, and I want to strengthen my tarot reading abilities. I had a very good last reading, and the name's escaping me right now. Oh, jeez. And the name is on the tip of my tongue, but I can't remember it off the top of my head. Anyway, it was a wonderful reading last time. I really enjoyed the response. I'm sorry that I didn't get to email you back after you emailed me your response to it, but just letting you know that it meant the world to me, that it really had an impact on you. So that's definitely something that I want to try more. So in order to be in those contests, you must be subscribed. So go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already done so. If you have not gone to Christo-Paganism.com, go ahead and check out the prayer and praises page that is now set up. Go ahead and submit your prayers, submit your praises and catch up on some of those articles that are sitting in there. And as usual, if you would like to stalk me on anything other than YouTube and on Christo-Paganism.com, you can do so on Twitter by clicking right there. And I have some blog posts that I tweeted or retweeted, and I have some inspirational quotes that I've retweeted or put out there. And just to let you guys know that even though this is a little smaller, maybe you can see the injury that my phone took. So yeah, kind of got dropped and the screen's all busted up. So it is a little harder for me to post on Twitter whenever I have a big huge crack going through the screen, or several hundred cracks going through the screen. So if I don't tweet as much as I did before, the new screen is on its way, and I will be tweeting a lot more whenever that gets fixed. In the meantime, it's just fighting with the cracks in the screen and whatnot. So go ahead and stalk me on Twitter now that I rambled long enough. Until next time, may you have love, hugs, and ladybugs. Bye-bye.